Okay, so this is a tutorial on these A7 leather journals I've been making with my kids, and we made our own pocket nature journals or travel journals out of scrap leather and paper and rubber bands, basically on the Midori principle. Really simple and easy to make. This is the kind of thing which you can do at home with your kids during lockdown. It's a really nice project. You can make them as complicated or as artistic as you want, or you can keep them really, really simple, which is nice. What you're going to need for this project is something to cut on. You need a paper clip, a couple of rubber bands. I'm using a craft knife, a piece of card for a template, a piece of scrap leather, or you can use card, thick card. You can use throwaway plastic like an old milk carton, something like that. You can use duct tape, just lay it up. That will work as well. And you also need a ruler and a pen. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make a template, 20 centimeters long, 12 centimeters wide. Here we go. We use this old book. And draw a line. And that gives me a nice 90-degree angle that I can work on. Here, here. Now, what we need to do then is we need to mark out 2 centimeters from this side and here, so that's our 2 centimeter margin. Do that. In the middle of that, at 6 centimeters there, we're going to put a mark that's going to be the hole for our closure. And now we want to find the middle of the rest. 9 centimeters, 9 centimeters, there we go. And we want to fold roughly along that mark. Now, where our fold mark is, what we're going to do is we're going to make some dots from each end. So at 1 centimeter in from this end, I'm going to put a mark. Same here, 1 centimeter in, I'm going to put a mark. 2 centimeters in, I'm going to put a mark. And 2 centimeters from this side, I'm going to put a mark. And that's really important because that's where our holes are going to be. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots for holes. Bring this over to our piece of leather to get my shape. There we go. Make sure there's a grown-up around who knows how to use a craft knife. Most rulers have a tapered edge, which is not brilliant for this job. This ruler has got quite a deep, thick edge, which means that the blade isn't going to ride up over the top and cut into my fingers. So it's something like that. And if you want to, you can always trim off the corners. I mean, you could even go around a coin. Next job, what we're going to do is we're going to mark on where my holes are going to be. And you should be able to see that. And if you can't, just make them a bit bigger so you can. Right, next job. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some holes here. So all I'm going to do is where my dot is, I'm going to place my knife on, press down, and just rock over it. And then turn it and do the same thing again so that I create a little cross. I want to do that on all the points there. Vertical cuts first, then I'm going to do horizontal ones. Now then, I'm going to need one of my rubber bands and my paper clip. What I'm going to do is I'm going to thread the rubber band onto the paper clip so that it's on there. I'm going to go through the first hole at the top of my cover, alright, which is there. Okay, so that's the first hole. And what I want to do is I want to squeeze up and then pinch it and try to push it through that little hole. Here it comes. And pulling all the way through, the paper clip will stop it from going all the way. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go back in through the top hole. So again, squeeze up and push, and through it pops. Okay? So now what we've got to do is we've got to go through these 2 holes. So we're going to start with this one, the top one. There we go, there he is. Try and just pull it so that it folds up a little bit. It takes a bit of tension off the rubber band. And then we're going to go through that next one. On the inside you should be able to see it. Okay, and to secure that, I just want to thread that onto my paper clip and then try to get my paper clip roughly in the middle so it's got an even amount of stretch either side. Now don't worry if it's pulling it together like that, that's alright, that's normal, it's supposed to do that. Now I want to put another rubber band in, so into that hole there, just pull it halfway through, and then one loop is going to pass through the other loop, like that. And that is going to be our closure. Okay, that's what we're going to use to close it. Now we're going to put that to one side for a moment, and we're going to talk about the inserts. So for the inserts you're going to need 3 pieces of regular white printing paper. This is A4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by folding this in half. Fold it again. And then one more time. I'm just doing this very rough. You guys could do this a lot slower and give it some time and some thought. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this into 4 pieces. I'm going to cut through the middle. I'm going to double these up. There we go. So that's one. I'm going to make another one of those, 8 individual pieces of paper. And I'm going to slide those 2 together. My third sheet of paper is going to make something slightly different, because this is going to be a travel journal. We're going to make some envelopes which we can slide things into, like train tickets or receipts, anything we want. And the way we're going to make that is we're going to take our piece of paper, we're going to fold it in half, and we're going to fold it in half again. I'm being really rough here. Now once you've got that, we're going to take one side and we're going to fold it into the middle, and do the same with the other side. We're going to fold it along that centre line, and then fold it along that centre line. And what we've created are some little pockets which we can slot things into. So that is what's going to go around the outside of our pieces of paper. Now here's the magic. We bring in our cover, open it up, take our paper inserts and slide them underneath the rubber bands. And then to close them completely, we take our rubber band and it goes over the top like that. And that's it. There are loads and loads of tutorials on junk journal making, so you can make loads of different types of inserts. You can make fancy inserts with zips and all sorts. But this is just a really, really fast journal which you can make out of things that are lying around at home. It's very, very flexible and adaptable. If you make a drawing you don't like it, pull it out and throw it away. Make different types of inserts, different colours, different types of paper. You can make it as thick as you want, as thin as you want. It's really, really flexible, and that's why I like it. And the nice thing about this size is it fits in your pocket. So hopefully you've enjoyed that, and that's a useful little video. Leave me your comments, let me know what you think. If you've got any suggestions for making it better, I would love to hear them. Like I said, my little girls, they really liked it. So hopefully you guys will too. Enjoy. Thank you.